Hello everyone. We would like to address a confusion that aroused a few days back regarding the next NTA UGC NET exams. So you might have seen a notification, a screenshot that has been circulated in the social media regarding the next NET exam being conducted in March-April 2021. So a lot of students are confused about this and a lot of them are getting so much panic, and we're getting so many information from different sources. Most of them are misleading, so the students are getting so much confused. So we would like to address that confusion in this session. So first and foremost, the screenshot that has been circulated in the social media, that was not an official information or an official notification, because that was a part of a write-up that came in the UGC's older website. So if you consider that write-up, it was regarding about the NET exam as a whole, and then they were discussing about the last year NET exams and about how the June 2020 exams was postponed to October as we were affected by the COVID situations, and the December 2020 exam, it hasn't been conducted it. So they were discussing about those factors, the things that happened in the last year, and by the end of that write-up, that informative write-up, they have added that as the December 2020 exam hasn't conducted so far, there are chances that it will be conducted in March-April 2021. But that was not an official notification about the next NET exam, because as you all know, NTA is a nodal agency that is conducting NET exams from 2018 December. So until and unless we get an information from NTA's official website, we cannot say that there would be an exam in March-April 2021. So this is the first thing that you have to understand. The information that we're getting right now is an information that was a part of an informative write-up that came in UGC's older website. So NTA's official website has to announce about the next exam. That is not yet announced. So until and unless we're getting an official announcement or an information from the NTA's part, we cannot confirm that the next exam will be in April or March or in June. That is the first thing. And the next thing is about the probability of having an exam in March. So if you consider the previous exams, you can find that NTA will be announcing the exams, or they will be asking the students to apply for NTA UGC NET exam at least 2 months prior to the exam date. So we know that the entire process of applications and then allotting admit cards, that would take a period of at least 2 months. So obviously, if you consider the previous exam trends, you can understand that they would inform the students about this at least 2 months prior to the exam, so that that entire procedure of inviting applications and allotting admit cards, all these process will take 2 months of a time. So as we haven't get an information regarding the NET exam, there is no chances of having an exam in March, because it is already Jan last week. So by the next week, we'll be getting into the next month. So if we are having an exam in March, we would be getting a notification prior to this particular month, that is 2 months, at least 2 months prior to the exam dates. So that is the first thing that you have to understand. The probability of having an exam in March is less, as we haven't get an official notification from the NTA's part as of now. So that is the first thing. And if you consider the NTA's calendar for March 2021, you can find that there are several exams that have been conducted by NTA in March 2021. So having NET exam along with these previously scheduled exam is not a probability at all, as they have already scheduled several exams in March 2021. So conducting an extra exam like NET with those previously scheduled exam is not a probability. So the chances of having an exam in March is less probable. So that is the thing that you have to understand. So the next question is whether we'll be having an exam in April 2021. So if you consider the NET NTA's calendar for April 2021, as even though they have several exams that have been conducted in April 2021, there are some slots which can be possibly taken for NTA UGC net as well. But the thing is, we haven't got a notification about that as well. So there are chances of having an exam in April, but we haven't got a notification regarding that. So if we are having an exam in April 2021, obviously by February first week we'll be getting a notification. So anyway, we'll be getting a 2 months time prior to the exam. So if we are not getting an information regarding the next exam in February first week, so the probability of having an exam in April is also less probable. So that is about April 2021. So the thing is, in April 2021, if you consider the NTA's calendar, even though they have certain exams in April 2021, there are some slots that they could take for net exam as well. But as of now, we haven't get any kind of notifications. So we cannot say or we cannot confirm that there will be an exam in April. That is the next thing. So if you are having an exam, they will surely inform you by February first week. So until and unless we get an information from NTA's official website, we cannot conclude that thing as well. So now you know that there is a confusion between whether the exam will be in April or in June. So there are so many confusions. So as we have discussed so far, having an exam in March is not a probability at all, as we haven't got an information from NTA's part so far. And these two things, having an exam in April or having an exam in June, so that are probabilities, but without having a proper information from NTA's part, we cannot confirm that as well. Until and unless NTA in their website, their official website, until and unless they publish a public notification, we cannot confirm that whether we'll be having an exam in April or in June. So for the students who are being very panic about this situation, don't worry, prepare well. Maintain your pace of study, have a plan. You can expect an exam either in April or in June. We are not yet confirmed about that. So prepare that way. So you can expect an exam in April or in June. So until and unless the NTA publish their official notification, we cannot make a final comment on that. So prepare that way. Make sure that you're studying well, you're studying continuously and consistently, and don't be panicked. Prepare well. That is the only thing that we can do now. So make sure that please remember these facts. Having an exam in March, that is not a probability, as we haven't got an information yet from NTA's part. The screenshot that has been circulated in social media, that is not from NTA's official website. It was like a part of an informative write-up which came in UGC's old website. That is the first thing. And if you consider the March calendar for March 2021, that was from the NTA's part. If you consider that calendar for March 2021, you can see that they have already scheduled several exams in March 2021. So having net exam along with this previously scheduled exam is again not a probability. So that is there. And also one more thing, NTA would inform about the exams, or they will be giving the notifications and they will be receiving the application at least 2 months prior to the exam. That is what happened so far. That is what we can see in the previous exams as well. So that is the next thing. And having an exam in April, that is a probability, but we cannot say it or we cannot confirm it. If there is an exam in April, you might get a notification in February first week itself. In April, we have slots for NTA UGC net exam as well, but as of now, NTA haven't talk anything about this NTA UGC net exam having been conducted in April, so we cannot confirm that news as well. So there is a confusion. If you have a confusion, please make sure that there are chances of having exams in April and in June. So prepare well, have a plan for April and June also. So until and unless the NTA will publish their official notification, we cannot say a final word for it. So don't be panicked, prepare well and be confident. Thank you.